If you're a medical student in India or any other country and you're dreaming of doing electives in Canada, then this is the right video for you. Before starting this video, I want to clarify that only medical students in their final year of university are allowed to do medical electives. And what I'm going to be clarifying in this video is mainly documentation, what documents you need, and how actually to apply to the electives. And the reason I'm making this video is because I remember that when I started out, I was looking everywhere for what documents I needed so I could have them like completed beforehand before I even start applying to the universities. And guess what? I was not able to find out. Like, even when I asked around on Reddit, everybody was like, oh, there's gonna be like different requirements for different universities, and like nobody just gave me like a straightforward answer. I'm just gonna start with documentation and get it out of the way, and then we can just focus on how to apply for electives, because obviously you're gonna need your documentations to apply for them. So we're gonna start with that. You need your criminal record check. So in India, that would be PCC. You need your PCC to apply for any elective. Also keep in mind that when you receive your PCC, it will only be valid for 1 year. So apply for the PCC with that in mind, that it will be only applicable. It should be valid during your elective stay. It should be valid. Otherwise, you would have to apply again, and it's a waste. So AFMC immunization form, you can find it on the AFMC website, and you can just search on Google AFMC immunization form, and you're going to find that form. Print it out, fill out all the details, get your immunization record ready, and some universities might even ask you for proof of immunization, but the AFMC form just requires you to write down the dates, and you have to get it signed by a MD doctor, and you need the phone number and email address of that doctor. So bear that in mind, get it done beforehand. This takes a really long time. Like all the immunization stuff, it took a long time. Check that out, get the Montu test done. You're gonna need that, and if you haven't had your DPD, your Tdap shot in the last 10 years, then you're also gonna need a Tdap booster. And the third thing is you're gonna need an influenza vaccine. COVID-19, I hope everybody is vaccinated with the COVID-19 vaccine, at least 2 doses, because they do require federal proof of COVID-19 vaccination. So also get the documentation for that. N95 mask fittings. Any place, any lab that does N95 mask testing for you, because a lot of universities, not all of them, but a lot of universities, like 80 to 90% of universities, are going to ask you which specific model are you tested for and which specific model fits you the best. So you do need this, unfortunately. Or if your college is having a CPR BLS course, I would suggest you to do it. I haven't done it yet, but I have done my I haven't done the AHA certified one, but I have done my college's course. So I uploaded just my college course. But yeah, they did ask for that. You're going to need some documentation from your college. You're going to need core rotations and electives. Core rotations and electives, letter of good. So core rotations and electives, it just mentions how many hours you did in which rotation. So like you've done obs gynae, you did like maybe 14 weeks in obs gynae, etc., etc. For some universities, you need confirmation of a visa, but obviously that's not feasible. I will tell you that I think it was Queen's University that's asking confirmation of visa. And yeah, so my friend applied for NOSM and he got an elective at NOSM, and then he used that NOSM elective to apply for a visitor visa. So that's something that you could do. Okay, lastly, a lot of universities ask for your language competency. So you have to you can either, some universities have an alternative like UBC. So UBC has an alternative that you get a form acknowledged from your college, like a letter acknowledged from your college, um, that specifically states that your university was conducted like more than 51% in English, in not only normal in not only the education curriculum but also patient interaction. You're gonna have to check, the minimum requirement is different from for each university, so you just have to go to AFMC and you have to search the different universities and you have to search their requirements. And I think UBC says minimum 7 in each, whereas Queen's University is minimum 6 in each, in IELTS. So This is just roughly. And one more thing I would want to say that there are a few specific forms to each university, but you can manage to do that when you're applying. It's not complicated and you can do that last moment. But stuff like vaccination form and 95 mass testing, PCC, visa, PCC, passport, if you don't have those, then doing it last moment is very difficult. I'm going to show you quickly how to apply for electives at the AFMC. So first thing you're going to do is you're going to open the AFMC website. It looks like this. And then it says international students to prepare for visiting electives, you can start the registration process by completing the homeschool verification form. So what you're going to do is you're going to open this form. You just fill in all of this to be completed by the student, blah, blah, blah. What year are you in? What's your school country, your name, school's phone, and then your photo. You do this, you submit it, and they're going to email everything to your university. And you have to go to the university and tell them to open this email and then verify that email. And once they verify it, you will get an email from In Place. In Place. It looks like this. You will get an email from In Place to your email. So you have to put in your email here, right? And this is what it looks like. All you have to do is apply for rounds here. And here you go. Here's all of the electives that are open that you can apply for. All you have to do is just click on whatever elective you want to do. And you can add your preferences, so your first preference, second preference. All the electives have different payments, and most of them range from like $100 to $500. So NOSM was like $400 and UBC was $300. Dalhousie, Queens, some of them are like $100. So all of this is available on the AFMC website, and you can browse different universities there to find. There is another way to apply for electives, which is the ROMP, which is only for Ontario. But the problem with ROMP is you need to have your own preceptor usually. If you have contacts in Ontario, you can use ROMP. Also, one more thing, the AFMC registration fee, it mentions there, it was $720 for me. I don't know, like I think I've heard that ROMP, the total for the using the website plus getting an elective is $1,300. So it roughly comes out to be the same. But if you have contacts in Ontario and you already have a preceptor willing to take you on for his elective, you can go for ROMP. I honestly don't have much information about ROMP because I haven't used it myself. If you're looking to do an elective at a specific university, you're going to have to check their requirements beforehand. And if they even allow it, I'm going to tell you some IMG friendly universities, Toronto and Alberta. They have like very specific requirements. They need like you to patch up your university with their university. Also remember that for some of the universities you're going to need your CV. So you have to make your CV for that, like especially Queens. Queens asks for your CV. Manitoba asks for CV as well. That's it for today. That's it for AFMC, and I am doing an online elective with UBC, and I will make a video on that as well of my experience.